Hey everybody, good evening and welcome back to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane for Tuesday, April 30th. Thanks for joining me. We're the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public, and we've done that once again with 3 free Major League Baseball plays for Tuesday. After the show, I will have my top NBA, MLB, and National Hockey League plays either individually or wrapped in a 3-pack. And of course, you know that 3-pack is just $49.99. Gives you every one of my top plays in that sport for one low price. And of course, that comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition to that, there's only one way to get every single one of my plays for one low price, and that's to jump on an all-access pass. And you can do so for the next 30 days for less than $11 a day. You can get a 90-day pass for less than $10 a day, or get on board with my annual all-access pass that will give you every one of my plays for the next 365 days for one low price. And you can do so right now by going over to Pickdawgz.com. So grab your credit card, grab your debit card. Let's roll our sleeves up. We got a new month coming up. We're one day away. So let's make the month of May our best in 2024. So let's get to our free plays for Tuesday, and we're going to start things off 3:40 Eastern Time, 9:67, 9:68. St. Louis Cardinals versus the Detroit Tigers. Tigers minus $1.22. 8 over minus 15. Kyle Gibson against Jack Flaherty. This will be game one of a doubleheader. And of course, Monday's game was rained out. This will be a traditional doubleheader, but we're going to just deal with game one. But I would always say that make sure that you check pitching matchups, because each team can have a 27th man come up in these situations. Matt Manning was called up, and he's a right-handed pitcher. So make sure we have Gibson against Flaherty, and I'm pretty sure word is that's locked and loaded for game one. But make sure that you do check the pitching matchups in the morning, because things can get a little bit crazy when we're talking about double headers. And also, it's very important to know how they intend on using their starting pitching. And I think that's going to pertain to game number 2, which we're not involved in. But just make sure that you do double check that in the morning. Tigers come into this game winning 5 of their last 7 games. Cardinals have lost 6 of their last 10. Tigers are still in the positive for bettors this year. They've won 2.90 units, while the Cardinals are in the red, minus 1.95 units. Cardinals are averaging 3.57 runs per game. They are 28th in runs scored, and they are 28th in hits per game at just over 7 a game. And to put that in perspective, only the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox are worse than the St. Louis Cardinals this year from getting on base. St. Louis is 2-3 this season when Gibson gets the start. Tigers are 3-2 when Flaherty gets the start. Record isn't great, but Flaherty is averaging over 11 Ks per 9 innings this year. His walks per 9, which has always been an issue, has been down this year. So that's a good sign for him. So the numbers may not be that great, but if you kind of go inside the numbers a little bit, or actually just watch him pitch, he's off to a good start, even though the numbers might not be on his side. Cut down on that long ball, and I think we're going to have a winner in this one. So your first free play is going to be Detroit minus $1.22. Then game number 2, 6:35 Eastern Time, 9:59, 9:60. New York Yankees against the Baltimore Orioles. Nestor Cortez against Dean Kramer. New York Yankees minus $1.20. 9 over minus 15 is your total. Yankees lost last night 2-0 in game 1 of the series. And despite the loss, though, they still continue to pitch well. They allowed just 3.62 runs per game this year. And New York is second to the Red Sox in Major League Baseball in ERA, while Baltimore is 13th. Baltimore is also 2-3 when Kramer gets the ball. He is 1-2 personally with a 4.61 ERA. And I love Dean Kramer, former UNLV kid, but this is not a good spot for him. Nestor Cortez has allowed just 31 hits and 36 innings pitched. He has 2 games under his belt in his last 5 where he didn't allow a run. That was against Tampa Bay. That was against Miami. And 6 starts. I think it would be fair to say that Cortez has only had that one bad start. That was probably against the Guardians on the 14th of April. Other than that, has pitched extremely well this year. I think we're going to get a better effort out of the Yankees, who left 10 men stranded in that game against the Orioles. They were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. We don't have to give up a lot in this game. The Yankees are a little bit better of a team than Baltimore, in my opinion, at this point. I'm going to take the Yankees minus $1.20. And then game number 3, 7:07 Eastern Time, 961, 962, Kansas City Royals against the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays minus $1.42, 7.5 is your total. Cole Ragans against Jose Barrios. After a 4-game streak, which was a win streak for Kansas City, they've now lost 3 straight. They lost the first game of this series 6-5. Almost battled back there in the end, but ended up giving that up. Jays pounded out 12 hits in the game. Their 1 through 6 hitters were 9 for 25. That equates to a 360 average, if you want to know. I look at one stat line from time to time. That really gives me an idea of how good a team was. And even if when the Jays left 18 men on base, and I know Kansas City left 17 on base, but Toronto could have easily scored into double digits here. They just needed a few key hits. Didn't get it, got the win anyway. And Toronto, we know, has had the better of Kansas City, winning 7 of their last 10 meetings. This is a revenge spot after Reagan's limited Toronto to 1 earned run in 5 innings on 3 hits earlier in the season. Toronto is 4-1 when Barrios gets the start. And in his last 5 starts, his ERA is just 0.60 in those starts. He's allowed just 3 earned runs in his last 30 2/3 innings. That's good enough for me. We'll take Toronto minus the $1.42. So that does it for your free plays for Tuesday. Please go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all access pass that will give you every one of my top plays for Tuesday for one low price. And we're absolutely, we got that Dallas Stars game tonight. That was a key game for us, and then the Lakers game went under, so that was a key game for us too. So hope everybody was able to jump on board with that and tail that. So we'll get our free plays rocking and rolling again, and we're going to recap that again on Tuesday. Detroit minus $1.22, Yankees minus $1.20, and Toronto minus $1.43. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch on a daily basis. Please hit the like and subscribe button. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Tuesday.